So let's freaking give it a go then. It is Super Auto Pits. It is the week that we had before. It is scaling. It is dragons and monkeys. I love monkeys. I appreciate the dragons, but I feel like I just kind of like never see them or refuse to take them because you gotta have 2 open spots by the end of the game to use the dragon. And normally by the time you got that going on, my brain's like, no, I love them. This is my literal family unless someone kind of cool comes up. But besides that fact, this is my literal family right here. Just a bunch of frickin' chefs. Which is actually, in fact, the opposite of my literal family because nobody in my family cooks. Well, some of my siblings began to cook later in life, being now, which is later in life, but like my parents, nah. We were like microwavable meal all the frickin' way. Bald slackers, overpriced abs, grotesque heads. Ooh, bald heads? Anyone in here for the bald heads? I know we love him. I know we love him. He's the streamer's favorite streamer. There's a girl calling me stupid, but she thinks the theme of a book is don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. Usually it's kind of the opposite of that. It's like do unto others what you do want to yourself. Don't do to others what you don't want to you. Just simply don't murder. It's so simple. Just freaking don't murder. Just simply don't be a murderer, you know? That's what the Bible says. Just don't do stuff that's mean all the time. Okay, we drew and I wasn't watching, but here we are today. He's Seahorse and Seahorse. I mean, the Big Fish Dream is on the frickin' menu, which is kind of scary because Big Fish is not only on the menu, he is the chef. But it's okay, we ran it by him, he signed the warrant, he is allowed to engage in self-cooking, it's fine. At the very least, it's fine for us because he can't call the cops about it. And that's all we really care about, right? Us here in this actual place who runs the restaurant. Boop doop. Draw again. Can I have one singular win in my entire life? One singular win? The weeping, we weep. There's no need to cry. He embraces it. He embraces death. We've got 2 half levels, and by that I mean actually give me something cool to eat. I just think this dude doesn't get used or works very good, in my honest opinion. Either to him, why does everyone do health with the thing? Is there nobody who does like toy damage, like damage for the sake of having toys and stuffs? We simply roll. I mean, we're scaling this guy. Why? Because I said so, actually. I don't know if you guys considered that, but it's because I said I was. He's like the only dude who's everyone sucks. When everyone sucks, you scale sporadically, I guess. A B? Not enough? Not enough in my good day? Okay, we've drawn twice and lost once. The answer is, in fact, that's super sad. Everyone cry about it. We will be united in our tears. Do you read mangas? I do. I used to be a lot more into anime and manga when I was little, and then I started doing other things. However, I still read manga. I don't really watch anime very often anymore. The situation being that most of the manga that I read, admittedly, is like a guilty pleasure sort of thing. It's almost exclusively isekai romance novels, where like the girl is like put into the body of like a villain or a duchess or the whatever of like a story comic or a dating game that she used to play. Basically entirely that. I finished watching Demon Slayer. I started Demon Slayer and I never finished it. Like I was actually watching that as an anime, which is surprising because I just said I don't do that, but I did for a second there. I never finished it. I got to a certain point and I barely remember what that point is. Freaking epic. I'm so excited about the Frieren anime right now. I do not know that one. But that first word sounds familiar. Frieren. Friar. Oh, like a priest? Is it a religious thing? Probably not. But also at the same time, I think like a lot of animes just have random religious symbols like kind of thrown in there. Sometimes oh, I'm supposed to be running the jellyfish. I'm like passing this guy by. Is it too late? It's turn 5. It's basically turn 6. I'm not sure if it's too late at this point. You can't exist. Oh, that was the perfect amount to kill the thing. No, okay, it's stinky. I didn't think we were doing so gosh darn stank, but maybe so. More giraffes, you say? Oh, I'm supposed to have this guy first. I won't sell him because he is almost leveled, and in that virtue, you should be scaling someone who's sticking around. This guy has false priorities happening here. One more jellyfish, they defy me. They make me cry, I weep. I frickin' weep. And I feel like the last anime that I personally actually like full on watched was My Hero Academia, which I realize is like I don't know, the Naruto of the present day, especially because Naruto is now Baruto, which means like nothing to anybody, because it's like, dude, you couldn't, like, you're so narcissistic. You couldn't name your kid anything that wasn't literally yourself. He's already like a copy of you. You do your own thing, right? He doesn't. Friends not being counting as like one's own self is so ridiculous. Oh, you know what? The stupid health thing is gone, so Rooster is actually like a viable strat. I don't know how many levels we're gonna get off for this jellyfish starting here, but we can still try, I suppose. You may have one pair, because you are a sweet boy. That must be an update he used to. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure that most dudes never do their own thing on self-level up, but I was thinking in my brain just now, I was like, I think that this guy did. I think that jellyfish used to like himself. I think his confidence must have gone down the pooper, because I'm pretty sure he used to love himself, and he would in fact, like, help himself at certain points. I wish that you could eat your own self, but you won't. Team, not even willing to be cannibalistic enough for me to, like, actually enjoy the squad. Fire and ice and science. Was science involved in there? He seemed smart. I'm sure he got good grades, but was science his favorite subject? Dr. Stone is amazing. Have not heard of that one. I feel like that's one problem too, because I'm so stuck on a very specific genre of manga that I only read, basically. I am like out of the loop in new animes. I've seen images of a lot of them, but I'm really bad at recognizing names to things unless I'm like straight up. Jellyfish used to get stats even if your opponent leveled up. What? Well, that sounds like it's not supposed to be what went down. That was definitely a bug, but I think him helping himself was not a bug. That was a freaking feature that they ripped from my cold, dying hands. So he should not be here. I know that he's like the bluefish and all, but like, kind of late for you, guy. You're not even level 3 yet, so you're not even really helping Jellyfish, and Jellyfish isn't really helping himself because nobody is leveling. Did my rooster baby help? Our first win, and by that I mean apparently our third win because I didn't watch the team the first few times. I'm like an absentee parent. My kid's at the play doing his hardest, and I'm like kind of on my phone answering calls. If I was in like a, I don't know, 2000s Christmas movie classic, Dad be answering phones in the back. That was actually the plot of frickin' Camp Rock, wasn't it? The main evil girl's mom was taking business calls in the back. I probably should have sold you first because you're stinky. I wasn't thinking hard enough. I should also be scaling you. You know what? We're doing a thing. The thing is called this. Maybe the thing is also called, what's this jellyfish guy doing here? Like I know you're level 2. But what if you were instead, a hawk? I was gonna say a falcon. I'm so sorry, that was very rude of me. That's an entirely different dude. So the whole plan now is basically just have a rooster, which I am currently succeeding at doing. I do have one. And it is frickin' enough. Oh, this is gonna suck super bad. It's actually gonna kill me. Oh, melon. Melon for the victory. I forgot that I purchased the melon abilities. This guy just seems so neat and amazing to me. I feel like he's always great. Lionfish continues to be super cool, and I wish that I could have you, but I'd have to get rid of my only form of scaling, which I think might be important to have. I'm gonna get rid of him, mostly just because I'm like, you know what, actually this guy sucks if I can't scale him either, so maybe this was immediately a wrong decision. But if they give me like a penguin or someone who's actually chillin' good, then I would actually take that scaling. I can kill a hippo, and is that all that matters? I can kill it before he gets his melon, that's especially matters. You're spicy with garlic. Like a dragon. Well, if the game gave me a dragon, I wouldn't be spitting at it. You know, I might be having to consider it, but I wouldn't frickin' spit at it. I think it's crazy how I started, I guess less than a year ago when I really started like putting videos out and stuff. But when I go back and watch the videos that feel like they weren't that long ago, I was actually surprised. Like some of my earliest like Super Auto Pets videos, I just bought this guy, but I actually like him. Oh, I gave him permanent melon. Okay, I did things in a way that made less sense. And now we're having this toy. I think this toy is worth. It's crazy how much my voice sounds different. Penguin, I was waiting for you. Than it does now. And I didn't even think it did. Like in the early days, there was a certain point where I was like, I think I'm maybe getting a hang of it. But then I listened to it and I'm like, dang, I'm quiet as hell. Like not even like not talking, just literally I was talking, but it was just like, it sounded like a child. Which, to be fair, I have been told that my voice sounds somewhat reminiscent of a 10-year-old boy, but even so. Well, I don't want to replace this straight up, so I guess we're going to do a temporary penguin. Oh no. I really want this to go to him, but I need to move him back now because he's too strong for this world. I guess it's okay if he gets the stats. It's not like a huge negative. It's not a major, you know, somebody else could have a melon. You could have a melon. He could have a melon, but he's legally not allowed. The provider of melon may not have melon. That would be too many melons. No, you're just too weak. No, it's fine. That's gonna suck really bad. And he's gonna hit my rooster. My rooster has melon. That does not help. But having 2 children does. See, sometimes being a parent can have benefits besides just the fact that you get to like watch them grow and enjoy their accomplishments and stuff. Sometimes it saves you from an untimely death. So you got the stats. Cheers. You're also not allowed to move. This is still just better than having the penguin, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. I maybe shouldn't have sold you. Monkey! I just really want the rooster to be in front now, because like, really wish you could have the stats, but it's too late for you. Can I tell you a theory I think depends. Is it super cool or is it random? I guess it could be random and cool, but the dragon! I'm so sorry, everyone who was dreaming for that dragon to happen. I skipped him. I just kind of walked past him. I need this guy to level. I feel like he's not doing as well as I thought he might have. You're also very sad. He's melon armor behind him. This that hippo was like 1% away from just being dead. Like twice or thricely even, perhaps. I might even say quadruply. Have a beaver? No, have a seahorse. He's going to hot die out here. It is hot, it is the savannah. Cliché, pumpkins, nasty aliens, circular cucumbers. Cliché aliens? Nasty pumpkins. I was so sad about the pumpkins we were gonna carve. We did carve them. Me and my friends got these pumpkins to carve and put on our heads for the photo shoot, and they rotted super. And when I pulled out the pumpkins and noticed that they were rotting, it was crazy. Because they weren't rotting, they were just full of that really cottony mold stuff. It's like really fuzzy. It's like the easiest one for food to get. Full of it. One of them was like, it was like, damn, my living establishment has a little bit of biohazard situation happening here. So I had to get rid of them, and it was tragic and sad. Cookie? Sure, I probably should just buy a cone snail instead, but probably could have got the same effect with only spending 1,200 points, huh? Yeah. That's the limit too. Not only is the price of hydration— Whoa! Look at this guy! He's got like the freaking Donald Duck money pod here. Even his little dude is wearing yellow. This guy just likes the color yellow. There's also a physical limit to how much one could drink. Like in Wreck-It Ralph when he was shoving those pancakes into that like bunny's mouth repetitively such that he freaking exploded. But that guy had a big limit. He ate a lot more pancakes than you would think that one rabbit could probably hold. I wish one of you was leveling, but you're not. This guy's actually not bad. For a tier 2, he's quite not bad. I don't think that the rabbit is very good. I keep thinking that people are saying he's good, and then I do it, and I'm like, yeah, he's good. The people have spoken, but the people seem to be frickin' wrong. I just feel like I never get him off the ground. Maybe there's just not enough food. He only takes salads, and half the time he just boosts himself, which is useless because I'm going to sell him eventually. Stats. No. This, and then have 1 health. Never saw it coming. A second health, you say? That's a tasty boy. I'm not leveling the beaver, but I would consider leveling the sea urchin. Pretty cute. He's purple. He's wearing a funky little hat. I'm going to do shorts and watch shorts. Bye bye. Bye. Thanks for joining. See you next time. I hope you have a nice and dandy time. 3 whole guys left. I wish I could have 1 level, please. 1 level. Okay, never mind. We're just feeding this guy again. The shark's gonna be nothing if not healthy. Nothing if not healthy. It's crazy that the hawk was incapable of actually killing something. I feel like with 7, None of my things should have survived. He hit the one dude who actually would have survived, didn't he? It was all strategy. I knew it was coming and I directed against it. I want you to be leveled. Why, thank you. You know what? Skunk is amazing, which is why I keep running it. But, you know, let's just... I think it's an early enough period of time where Doberman could be doing something here. I don't know what kind of team I'd do around it. I guess you could still run a hippo. Wait, no, hippo's tier 4, isn't it? Oh, everyone has to be higher than him. I'm stupid. I thought he was a lion. Can't believe this is the first Doberman run. Well, to be fair, I know that he's bad for me, so I have to constantly fight the urge, and they keep only ever offering either him or a skunk, and I quite like skunks. Monkeys, dragons, melon guy all work well with him. Yes, there. Oh, speak of the frickin' devil. Here's the monkey. Enjoy. You may have one croissant. And this guy, no, we shouldn't level him now. I'm committing to a dude who's doomed to death. He's still nice in the short run, but in the long term, I should simply stop. It's not worth. You suck, and you're just barely too strong for me. Hit him. Oh, never mind, that didn't do anything. Well, we've got mysterious dolphins. Oh my god, the rest of their team is better than the front guys. You can't be ordering your team like that. That's like giving me a false sense of hope and then ripping it out of my fingers. I'm going to do this. I know it's temporary, but I think it's worth. No. I'm gonna do this as well. Same situation. It's temporary, but I think worth, honestly. It's gonna be a hot second before we can actually make this dude do things anyway. But at least 2 hawks could kill their penguins or their level 2 very strong snail that got strong for some reason. It's being leveled by 2 penguins. This guy's going for like a ribbon or something. Ribbon of just having a highly scaled man who is a snail, because why would you take that to the endgame normally speaking? Yes? I don't desire a rooster, but it is a tier 5, so I will accept in this one short occasion. And I can't have any of these things, so we're just gonna scale. I don't think we have enough lives to make this work super well, but there's not even like... This is the first tier 5 I've seen. I'm not given a lot of opportunities here. I survived! The fact that he got to hit both hippos is a godsend. No, stop! Stupid. And it was still a draw, which is fine or whatever, but I think that escalated a bit quickly. Here we are. Here is the squad of dreams. This guy, because I guess why not? And this guy, because toys are pretty sweet. And I would like him to have food. I would save this, but give me another tier 5 anyway. Okay, well. Everybody gets a skewer. In fact, level 2, oh my god. It gave me all of the skewers in the world. Which is bananas, because I almost never ever run this guy. You are too spicy. Melon armor finally comes into play. Now we actually get to frickin' kick off. And I saved an entire 2 health to attempt to survive with this. Okay, super skewers is gonna give me a tier 6. Lionfish. I could buy this puma and just have it on the team for 1 turn. Just to make this better. You know what? Whatever. The rest of my team, I think that this guy is the only guy in my team who matters at all. I can't really run a dragon because I'd have to go 4 squad all the time, so I won't. But, you know, just giving him the extra, like, 12, that sounds worth to me. You're a bit spicy. Perfect amount of damage, and you didn't even get to kill me. Delicious. And this is gonna hot wreck these monkeys. Am I smelling a genuine win? I would say I would hope so, but also probably not, because I think that we are going to have to win so many times in a row that the algorithm is not going to function very good for us. You give 2 people skewers, he's giving himself a skewer, which is fine. But what if I just had these instead? And also another one of this? Somebody may have a melon. What's this thing? Start a battle? No, he immediately gets rid of it. So I guess he gets one. Nobody has any stats except the Doberman, so it does not matter. And he's almost freaking maxed. At some point, we can switch him out and scale somebody else, you say? It's going to be a bit of a waste of the snapping turtle, because he's probably going to get the one. Well, I could put the rooster up front. I could decide the rooster gets to do something. could come up front and actually like succeed at life and whatnot. You may have. No, there's no point in giving people melons. They're all getting skewers. You know what? This stinks. Oh, okay. First, the toy. We do things in an order that is logical and sensible. I should have done the stink thing just because of the sake of victory, but instead we're doing this. Chocolate. I could possibly get rid of one of the monkeys for a tiger. Even better, they could give me another monkey. This is the spicy thing that we hate to see. If I hadn't had that guy second, that would have been less lame, but it was actually not very lame to begin with. Spicy monkeys? Don't even need them. Don't even need the skewered monkeys. And he's only doing 2 people, so that's fine. And now this guy's level 2. I probably should have leveled the Doberman first. Wow, I didn't even think about it. What would Turger work with on this squad? Nothing. True that, my dude. Yeah, let's not do that then. I could give salt to this guy. Actually, salt to him is quite nice, I say, forgetting to freeze the salt as I leave. But now we're down 1 rooster in the chat, so that's pretty nice, because that was being useless. Thank God. There's no chili this weekly, right? So nobody can, like, break my coconut on turn 1. Tasty. We're so close. 1 additional win, please. And he is statted. 1 more monkey would also be suave. That is beautiful, and we love it. I think it's worth giving this guy this. It's also not as worth giving this guy this, but I could. I think I'd rather roll for monkey or chocolate or 1 singular thing. A Doberman is not what I was looking for and also means nothing because he's 2 statted that more damage does nothing, so I shouldn't even have it frozen. My melon makes me cooler. We were still equal, actually. My melon did nothing. Coconut is so overpoweredly strong. Yas! Yas! Once in a frickin' fortnight. Here it is.